In section 1.3, we'll be talking about radicals and rational exponents. Evaluating square roots. The principal square root of a is written as the radical sign with a. The symbol is called a radical, the term under the symbol is called the radicand, and the entire expression is called a radical expression. So again, here you can see that the symbol is called the radical, 25 represents the radicand, and then the entire thing is called the radical expression. Principal square root. The definition states that the principal square root of a is the non-negative number that, when multiplied by itself, equals a. It is written as a radical expression with a symbol called a radical over the term called the radicand. In example number 1, we're going to evaluate square roots. We want to evaluate each expression. So in this scenario, we want to find the square root of 100, meaning is, what number do we have to square to get 100? Well, the answer is 10. So we remove the radical sign and write the answer as 10. If you include the radical sign in the answer, it is incorrect. Next, in part B, we have the square root of the square root of 16. So we're going to work with the innermost radical expression first and then work outside. So when we take the square root of 16, we get the value of 4. And then when we look at the radical on the outside, the square root of 4 is the value of 2. In part C, we have the square root of 25 plus 144. What we need to do is order of operations. We need to add first before we can take the square root of that number. So 25 plus 144 is equal to 169. The square root of 169, which is another way of saying what number do I have to square to get 169, then that number is equal to 13. In part D, we have to simplify the radical expressions first and then subtract. So what number do we have to square to get 49? The number is 7. Minus, what number do we have to square to get 81? Is 9. So now we have this subtraction, 7 minus 9 is equal to negative 2.